We're in a farm in a little place called Otamarako, in between Pukahina and Pukewae, or from out of towners between probably Tauranga and Whakatane. Yeah, along the coast. We're 160 hectare milking platform, 208 hectares total, that's including orchards as well and horticulture. Been on the farm 3.5 years. It was beautiful, but yeah, the farm was run down. We had to eat the whole farm down. It was kaikua, so we had to chew it out with the cows. They lost weight over that whole time. Mating was pretty bad, but then we started implementing other better grasses and stuff to start. People only think health is what they can see, and I've noticed that with mental health, a lot of it's not seen or it's hidden away. And you look into a paddock and it felt dead, like there's no life. You dig a hole, there's no worms, there's no bugs, there's no birds. I was like, well, you know, something's wrong here. And yeah, and then once we started getting into this form of cropping, we've had birds come through, lizards, frogs, dung beetles, but there's actually life there. And like even the cows, they seem like more like pets than bloody factory workers, you know. So you can walk amongst them and they seem pretty happy. And every decision I make is to tick my 3 main things: the people, the animals, and the environment. Has to tick them, and if it doesn't, then pretty much put it to the side. If it ticks all 3 boxes, the next box it needs to tick is if it can pay itself off, or how long it takes to pay itself off. And yeah, then we just work backwards from there. If something costs, I don't know, 100 grand, well, on paper you need 1,000 milk solids to pay for it. Where am I going to get my 1,000 milk solids? If this thing gives me 1,500 milk solids for the year, then it's paid itself off. So everything goes through that, whether it's feed, whether it's fertilizer, yeah, whether it's coaching children. Like I use that same philosophy for everything. Yeah, cows are cows, you know, they're there. Humans, we're not limited, but I think we've got that sorted. And the biggest gain for us now is in the soil. There's a lot of making up we need to do. So, and that's where most of our investing is going into, the soil, whether it's with planting this stuff, fertilizer, different types of programs, trials, sprays, biostimulants. Like before, every 6 weeks we'll follow the cows with nitrogen, and every 5 weeks, or say every 7, if we missed a week, no doubt things will start getting yellow, like things will look like it needed nitrogen. And we've noticed, like, say even just around here, there's been no N here or year, just where we are, and the colour's good, it's been thrashed, but out there, I think there's only been a little bit of nitrogen. On that other side, I think the last time we put a dabble on there would have been August. It was only 9 units, which is nothing, and it looks pretty healthy, green. Some of our root depth goes down 30 odd centimetres, which is 25 centimetres longer than when we moved here. Just got to change the mindset on how we want to graze and how we want to treat the pastures and everything else. Yeah, I think everyone's trying to get every blade into the vat. Well, I want the cows to eat nicely, but then I want there to be heaps of blades of grass, and the next time they come in. Farmers are quite impatient, so they don't really like letting Mother Nature do her thing sometimes. They might get a bit itchy feet and go, that needs nitrogen, or that needs a spray of bug spray or insecticide or fungicide, and you're going, wow. So as soon as you apply one of those, you've kind of contaminated the site really of what you're trying to achieve. So any of those things can disrupt the biology or the fungi or the bacteria. My goal, what we're doing here, I think it's good. And I'd like, if this is actually the way to go, or the way of the future for farming, or even part of it, I'd love to learn how to do what's right and actually teach other farmers. We can't grow the meanest grass, but we've got to look after the soil first, get that humming, and then what grows on top is the reward for it. Yeah.